Kia ora ana tātou katoto, e whui mai te pōnei. Ko Caren Rangi tuku ingoa, e wahine kuki airani au no te henua mai o Rakahanga, Manihiki. My name is Caren Rangi. I'm from the island of Rakahanga in Manihiki in the Cook Islands. For me, growing up in Rakahanga, most of the women did weaving with rito, with pandanus, but I learned how to take a Tivaevae from my grandmother. It was her that first showed me how you make a Tivaevae. And then when I came to New Zealand, I didn't really do any Tivaevae, just mainly sewing. It's only like when I had my kids, I thought, I'll make them some stuff, because I want the next generation to learn. So when we're gone, we have got people to replace us.
I think every single day I realise I'm more like my mother and grandmother. I see it in their actions, their generosity, and also their creativity, although they don't always think of it that way. The arts are a massive part of my life. I wouldn't be who I am without my creative expression, my creative freedom. I really enjoy expressing myself through art. Mainly I write poetry. I'm also a public speaker. I think it's something that as Pacific people we grow up and are just naturally pushed to do. But I don't think we acknowledge it enough, because for us it's quite normal to do these things, and yet we don't acknowledge how massive of an undertaking it is to put ourselves out there, especially through art.
I think for me the thing that I've inherited from Mum, and in a funny way have got from Kaiata as well, is that pride in being a Cook Islander. And we've chosen slightly different ways to express that. Mum through her Tivaevae craft, Kaiata through her poetry, because often she's presenting her perspective as a young Cook Islands woman, and me in terms of the spaces I've chosen to be in, to be a champion for Cook Islands people, and in particular for the arts. I ended up being at Creative New Zealand as part of what was then the Pacific Arts Committee as the Cook Islands representative, and even though I didn't really see myself as an artist, I knew I wanted to support other people's arts.
I don't really think of myself as an artist. I do things because I want to and because I can. We have got a class of about 12 women. There's 5 Cook Islanders, and then we have got Samoan, Papa'a. It came about because our minister was presented with a Tivaevae for her 50th birthday, and she went on and on to us to run classes so we can pass on the knowledge.
One of the things I think is really going to help Pacific arts, and therefore New Zealand arts, is our ability to record our stories of our artists doing their craft, talking about their craft, as a means of passing on those ideas, those art forms to next generations, but also just for a record of the history that we have and how people actually do their craft. So I think being able to record stories while we've still got our artists around is going to be really important.
There's so much to learn, but I think what we really need reminds me of a concept in improv called yes-anding. I think we need more role models to reach out to young Pacific artists, listen to their ideas and say yes and I just think it would be great if we could establish mentorship programs for older Pacific artists to younger ones. Not even to share artistic tips or techniques, but to share stories. That's something that's ingrained in the Pacific culture. And I think if we heard those stories, those struggles, but also those triumphs, it would really help encourage younger Pacific artists to put themselves out there.